Ladies and gentlemen, life has a way of teaching us lessons in the most unexpected ways. Today, I want to talk about one of the hardest lessons many of us have faced. Loving someone so much that we lose ourselves in the process. Love is often painted as a grand, selfless act. We're told that when you love someone, you give everything. But sometimes in the name of love, we give too much. We give away pieces of ourselves, our dreams, our time, our identity, until we're left with a hollow version of who we used to be. I loved you so much that I lost myself trying to keep you. I gave you pieces of me that I'll never get back. And you didn't notice, did you? You didn't see how hard I tried. You didn't see how much I stayed, even when staying hurt more than leaving ever could. But let's pause here for a moment. Have you ever asked yourself, why do we do this? Why do we hold on so tightly to people who barely hold on to us? Why do we fight battles that leave us bruised and broken, while the other person doesn't even step into the arena? The truth is, real, healthy love was never supposed to feel this heavy. It was never supposed to break you just to hold someone else together. Love should lift you, not weigh you down. It should build you, not shatter you. But when you're in the thick of it, it's hard to see that. It's hard to realize that love shouldn't come at the cost of your own soul. I told myself it was enough, that I could love you for both of us. That if I just tried harder, stayed longer, sacrificed more, then maybe, just maybe, you'd finally see me. You'd finally fight for me the way I fought for you. But that's not how love works, is it? Love is not a one-sided effort. It's not about one person carrying the weight of two hearts. You have to show up too. And you didn't. You never did. For so long, I waited, hoping you'd see the cracks in my facade, hoping you'd realize the weight I was carrying. I waited for you to fight for me, to show me that I wasn't alone in this. But all I ever got was silence. And silence can be the loudest answer of all. So I had to leave, not because I stopped loving you, but because I finally started loving myself. And that's the hardest part, isn't it? Leaving someone you love, not because your heart has given up, but because you finally realize your own worth. We're taught to believe that leaving is a failure, that walking away means we didn't try hard enough. But sometimes, leaving is the bravest thing you can do. It's not giving up, it's choosing yourself. It's recognizing that love should never come at the cost of your own happiness, your own peace, your own identity. And yes, it hurts. It hurts to walk away from someone you would have stayed with forever. It hurts to realize that no matter how much you gave, it was never going to be enough. Not because you weren't enough, but because they weren't willing to meet you halfway. Love shouldn't feel like begging. It shouldn't feel like losing yourself to hold on to someone else. And yet, so many of us find ourselves in that exact position. Why? Because we're afraid. Afraid of being alone. Afraid of starting over. Afraid that if we let go, we'll never find love again. But let me tell you this, you are enough. You were always enough. And the right person will never make you feel like you have to prove that. The right person will love you for who you are, not for who you become when you're trying to fit their mold. Walking away with an empty heart is one of the hardest things you'll ever do. But that empty heart, it's yours again. And in time, you'll fill it with things that truly matter, with self-love, with joy, with people who see your worth and cherish it. To those of you who are still holding on, hoping for change, let me say this, you deserve more. You deserve love that doesn't hurt. You deserve someone who shows up for you, who fights for you, who makes you feel seen and valued. Don't settle for silence. Don't settle for less than you deserve. And to those of you who have already walked away, know this, you are strong, you are brave, and you made the right choice. It's not easy to choose yourself in a world that tells you to prioritize everyone else, but you did it. And for that, you should be proud. In the end, love is not about losing yourself. It's about finding someone who adds to your life, not takes away from it. Someone who lifts you up, not weighs you down. Someone who loves you as fiercely and as fully as you love them. So to anyone who feels like they're losing themselves in the name of love, take a step back. Look in the mirror. Remind yourself of who you are, because you are worth fighting for. And the person who truly loves you will see that too. Thank you.